apart, don't stand too close, you gon' fuck around and drown. Off this way, doing all these shows. I've been on the road, I don't care where I go, as long as I get paid. Bad little vibe, she been on my mind. Soon as I get back, she get straight. Do this all the time, this ain't no surprise. Every other night, another movie getting paid. Jump too hard, don't stand too close, you gon' fuck around and drown. Off this way, doing all these shows. I've been on the road, I don't care where I go, as long as I get paid. Bad little vibe, she been on my mind. Soon as I
Welcome, everybody, to the Off the Bench podcast. My name is Jim Cross, and tonight we're going to stay down in Baton Rouge. We're going to change it up. Last night we were talking LSU tennis. Tonight we're going to talk LSU women's soccer. So pretty excited about that. But before we do, got to plug the sponsors. Chinook Cidery, 8 flavors, mild to wild, the best in the game, less salt, no sandpaper tongue. Go get yourself some today. Like Daniel says, hit them at the gas station, the grocery store. There isn't anywhere that you can't get them. Jesus One Apparel, John 16:33, empowering young men and women to be bold in their faith. And then, of course, Old Dominick Distillery in the heart of downtown Memphis. Whiskey, vodka, bourbon, gin, they got it all. Daniel, I tell you right now, wouldn't you love to be in Memphis and get you some Old Dominick Distillery?
You know the good thing about Old Dominick? I don't have to be there. I can just go online, olddominickdistillery.com, and pick out my favorite bottle.
No doubt. Well, you know where my favorite place to be is, Daniel? I love to be in Baton Rouge. We're only a few weeks. We got football, we got soccer, we got volleyball. It's going to be going on down in Baton Rouge, and it's going to be going on with our guest, Ava Galligan. How are you doing tonight?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Fantastic. I saw a video earlier, and I got to address something right off the top. You girls were on the bus. Y'all were passing the phone, and it said terrible vocal cords. So, right. I mean, how bad are we talking, Ava?
I just think it's a bunch of haters. You know, people hate you when you succeed, and you just it can't affect you if you know you're good at it. So that's just how it is.
I hear you. Well, it got me to thinking, like, if you were going to sing something out loud, like, who's your go-to artist?
You know, we do a lot of bus karaoke songs, and my go-to has been Our Song by Taylor Swift.
Can't go wrong with some T-Swizzle, DB.
I know that's right. I mean, if you don't know that, then something's wrong.
I know that I will do everyone a solid, and I will never sing karaoke, Daniel. The key is I pick a song that everyone in the bar is going to sing. That way, no one actually hears me.
It's a solid strategy.
Which I tell you, Ava, you got labeled that. I've actually won an award for that, Daniel. Old Dominick Distillery. They did that thing for the Chris Hope Foundation for the kids with cancer. I sang, and they actually gave me an award for the worst karaoke of the night. So I actually can take a title like that.
Maybe I need to go off that. Maybe I just need to embrace that.
Yeah, just show up when I do, and then that way you definitely won't be the worst.
Perfect.
If you're gonna be good or bad at something, be the best at being good or bad. And you clearly are the best at being bad at karaoke. So.
Well, the good news is no matter how she is at karaoke, I've seen her play soccer, and she can flat out ball. So,
yeah, I mean, we're gonna get into the soccer, but we've got to talk about your backstory. Where's home for you? Where are you from?
I'm from Ashburn, Virginia, so Northern Virginia area. If no one's ever been.
Ashburn, Virginia. So if I take a trip to the old VA and I go to Ashburn. What do I got to do? What do I got to eat? What do I got to experience?
Well, we can start easy. I'm about 40 minutes away from DC. So you can do DC tours, White House, all kinds. Yeah. So it's really nice, actually. It's not too bad if there's not that much traffic. But I don't really know if we're known for food, honestly. I feel like we're kind of a scenery place. I think where I'm close to, if you go 30 minutes one way, it's kind of countryside, and then 30 minutes another way is city side. So it's pretty diverse. I like it.
Got a little mix of whatever you want. I'm sure you can find a nice little spot wherever. I was looking at your bio on the LSU website. There's not a lot of talk about, brothers, sisters, mom, and dad. So from you, give me the rundown. What's family like?
All right, so I have my mom and my dad. We are all at home together. And then I have an older brother who is in California. He's doing his master's at USC, so the University of Southern California. And then I have an older sister. She has her own family. She's a beautiful wife, beautiful daughter. And yeah, she's pretty close to us. She's actually in Maryland. So everyone's close family is pretty close together.
Sweet. So nice family. Got a little bit of a mix of older and younger, and you got sister who's got family. She's got things tied down. You got your brother who's getting his master's. I mean, that's big time stuff. And here we are with you continuing the trend of being awesome, like the rest of your siblings. You
Thank you.
4-star recruit, top draw soccer out of Virginia. I'm not a geography major, but Virginia, Baton Rouge, that's a long way.
It is.
Tell me how LSU becomes the school for you.
Oh, it was easy. As soon as I came on campus, it was the one thing that drew me was the culture. Everyone is so proud to be from Louisiana. It doesn't matter what part, no matter where we went, like we would tour all over and everyone was just, I'm from Louisiana and you're going to know about it. And it made me want to be a part of something that was so much bigger than myself. And it just put into perspective, like what I could be a part of and what I could I don't know, what I could join, what I could help do, what I could look up to other people doing. And it was a great experience.
Was that the only school, or because I would imagine you have the opportunity to play SEC soccer, like you probably have a lot of options. So, of the options, like what are the top 3 that you had to kind of debate and go around your head, and really fine tune, like which one is going to be best for you?
Yeah. The closest one actually was Georgetown, surprisingly. So that is only, I believe it's 45 minutes from my house. So it was really easy to go on visits there. I could really just show up whenever, and it was a quick weekend trip or something. But I'm going to be honest about this. School is not my strong suit. I can do what I need to do in the classroom, but I'm definitely not out there searching.
Didn't I see you were on the academic honor roll?
Like I said, I can do what I need to do. You can count on me to do what I need to do for sure, but definitely not. We have some girls on our team that are chemical engineers. They're trying to be physician's assistants, and power to them.
I remember we had Molly Swift a few years ago. Like NASA type.
Oh stuff. Yeah. We have 8 a.m. to 5 a.m. full day, and she's doing her dissertation at 6 p.m. Like there's those girls, I can't keep up with them, but I can hold my own if I need to do something and get it done.
No doubt. Well, we talk about that Virginia to Louisiana, and every athlete we have come on here, it doesn't matter what the sport, doesn't matter male or female, like they talk about that culture and how inviting it is and how they want to be a part of it. But nonetheless, it is definitely different than Virginia. Now, how much of a culture shock was it when, you first actually get to LSU and experience Louisiana and what it is?
A complete 180, but in the best way. The best way I can explain it or give an example to anybody who has never been to Louisiana or experienced it, when you're walking down the street, anybody you talk to is going to be like, hey, how's it going? It's not even just a simple smile or just eye contact. Like they'll really address you. And you don't expect that, especially if you're from different places that are just maybe a quick smile. Maybe they don't even acknowledge you. Like you could be anywhere. You could be at a gas station. You could be Walmart. You could be on campus, off campus, airport. They're going to greet you, and it'll just be a quick little pass by. But it's just things like that. It's comforting to me. And it's we're a family.
Yeah. I mean, I just left somewhere earlier where I was having a conversation with multiple different SEC fans, and they were saying, LSU is one of the worst fan bases in the country. And Ava, I told them, I said, 1% of the fans that you see or who you're labeling LSU as. I said, all the LSU fans I know are the most hospitable people. I said, it doesn't matter what sporting event, when I hang around the people I do, they will welcome you in no matter what team you're on. Like you said, they'll say hello. They'll ask you if you want something to eat or hang out, have a drink. And so I was like, you get that 1% that gives you that bad rep, because Louisiana is nothing but hospitality. The one thing I don't like Louisiana, and it got talked about with our guest last night, is the heat. It's just brutal. I know you're feeling that right now.
Yeah. The good thing is, so I was talking about Virginia and diversity. Their weather is all over the place. Like when I was home for summer, I'm not even going to lie to you. I think for 2 weeks straight, maybe 3 weeks straight, just rain. And then the next couple of weeks, it was sun. It was fine. But we have months throughout the year where we could have snow. We could have an 80-90% humidity, 12 UV. And the next day is windy. Hurricane warning, flood warning. So it's kind of all over the place.
Yeah, so at least you just know what you're going to get with Louisiana. It's going to be hot, but you're not going to have to deal with all the elements.
Exactly. I can prepare a little bit.
Well, freshman season, you come out swinging. I talked about how much I got to see you in person that season, but you played in all 20 games, earning the start 17, made all SEC second team and freshman team. Did you expect to have so much success and get so much playing time? Because Daniel talked about when you're coming to the SEC, it's big time soccer, and freshmen usually sometimes have to earn that time, and you obviously did earn it. But I'm saying you got all the time.
Mm. I definitely not. I don't even know how else to put that. Absolutely not. I owe everything, success and playing time, to the team that I came into my freshman year. I could not have asked for a better group of girls. I didn't feel like there was a single person on that team that I couldn't go to about anything for any kind of conversation. And I mean, me coming in at 18 years old and the oldest girl on the team was 23 years old. Like, I felt like I could go to her and just be like, hey, what's up? Like, I didn't feel like, obviously there was a respect thing. I wanted to respect them. I wanted to earn their respect because, they've been here before me, and I didn't want to come in being like, oh, I deserve this and I deserve that, because I genuinely felt like I didn't. I hadn't proven myself. There was no reason that I should be like handed any of that, to be quite honest with you. But they were just amazing. Any good day, any bad day, they were there to hype me up. They were there to pull me up if I was down. And it was just, I genuinely could not have asked for a better group of girls.
And Daniel, to give you a refresher, obviously we brought up Molly, but that's Rami, that's Maya, that's that Shannon, that's a whole group. Like you said, a lot of elite upperclassmen. Who specifically, if you could just pick one, I'm sure there's a lot of them. Who would you say you kind of went under their wing the most?
I would say Maya Gordon. She's just great.
Best slider tackler I've ever seen. Like,
oh my gosh,
coming from any angle and get it clean and not get a penalty. I've never seen it before.
Sometimes on the field, I would be watching her just like, and then forgetting that I have to drop back and go like help out on the field. But she was incredible to watch. I
like the way she could speed up or slow down and just, you could see it. It almost reminded me, when LeBron James, Daniel would do the hawk down and block it on the backboard. She would just time it perfectly. You think you're fixing to get a shot off, but you're not.
You think every time, because you don't see her, and then you blink and she's right in front of you. It's ridiculous.
No doubt. So, obviously an amazing season. Some of those clips are from there. What would you say was your favorite game or favorite moment from that freshman season? Because obviously a lot of good ones.
Yeah, I would definitely have to say either Pepperdine or Arkansas. Pepperdine, because that was my first goal, and that was to tie the game. So that the feeling of that is like unmatched. Like, anybody in collegiate sports, any sport, like when you score your first anything, it's like, okay, you're on the stat sheet. Like, you help the team out and you can feel everybody around you so proud of you. You can see the little girls in the stands cheering for you. Like, it's so incredible. And then Arkansas has been a rivalry, but in the SEC just with us. So whenever we play Arkansas, we know it's going to be a tough game. And scoring in that, when I knew how important it was to our team, the staff, the fans, it was just another confidence booster for myself and the team to be like, okay, we can hang. Let's perform.
Yeah, when I've gone to games, I feel like the intensity for Arkansas or Alabama have been the most. It feels kind of like,
for sure.
And so, obviously the season ends in Memphis. I was there. That team was so good, but in that highlight, Daniel, two of our guests, she absolutely bolts by. When we talk about Grace Storty and Maya, and I think I really saw your speed on display. I was, like I said, I was there in real time, but watching that video back, you just shot down the middle. And I tell you what, nobody had a chance to stop you. Obviously that game ended y'all lost, but how good Memphis was. You had to play it there. I was like, just having that moment and playing against that team and going toe to toe with them. How good was that?
It was so exciting. I mean, win, lose, or draw throughout the season, it's just so exciting to experience it, because that was my freshman season. I've never played with these girls. Like, I played with girls a little bit older than me, but some of these girls are grown. Like, I can't hang with some of them.
A lot of those Memphis girls, because we had them on here as well, being that we're from Memphis, they're playing professional soccer now. Like, y'all were playing a pretty professional team, but half of them were basically Team Canada.
Mm-hmm. But no, it's really exciting, and it's just great exposure. Like, you can always walk out of almost all of your collegiate games like, okay, I definitely learned something. Like, I got better in this way. I noticed that, like, hey, I'm really lacking on this part. Like, I got to be better if I want to hang with these girls. And then other times you're like, hey, I did that well. Like, I've been working out. I've been I've been working on my technical skills, like, and I see it show off. Like, you always learn something. So it's great.
That's awesome. Yeah. Well, Daniel, I remember like yesterday, I was so upset when it came out, Ava. We had 3 teams where we had a lot of girls on the team. And it was LSU, Mississippi State, and Memphis. And when they put the 2 of y'all together, we were like, well, they just killed it for us because we're going to lose one of the teams right off the top. And I went there, and it was funny. My daughter wore LSU, and I wore Memphis. And Rami asked me why I was wearing Memphis, and I said I felt like one of us needed to, like, because if we both wore LSU because we knew the Memphis girls, like, I'd feel bad. Like, we just came in there and started rooting against them. So we did a little house divided thing. Had to explain myself out. My son wore the LSU, so there was at least that. So it's still 2-to-1 ratio.
At least you walk out with one winning. That's okay.
That's the truth. And I really thought they were they had that, made it to the Sweet 16 and they were in that game. But soccer, you know how it is. It's just that one moment, that one breakdown can change everything.
It can.
So, coming into the next season, obviously you play 20 games again. This is obviously expected coming off a freshman season like that. But y'all lose again in the first round. And I kind of want to just skip ahead to that for a minute, talking about, where you're at in this team. Like, how is it, what do you feel like y'all need to do to be able to make that next step? Because we know how good this program is. We know how good the talent is, but y'all are hitting this wall kind of at the first round. What do y'all need to do to make that next step?
I think it's just what you said. It's kind of been a pattern, like the past 2 years, maybe 3 years, I'm not sure, before I got here. But with getting out in the first round, it's kind of a hit first mentality. Like, once we face that adversity, then we're like, okay, it's time to go. But obviously it's 90 minutes. Like, if we hit first, we don't have to face the adversity. Like, we just come out the gates and that's it, get the job done, and then just maintain for the next, 60, 70 minutes, however it is. So once we reach that, I think that's what's going to help us break the pattern of.
And y'all have one of the best home field environments I've seen in the country. I think also if you can find a way to get home field in the beginning, I think that would make a huge difference.
Oh yeah,
it's definitely not only we talk about going to Memphis, talk about going to Texas Tech. There's some tough environments, but talk to me about this upcoming team because I told you. We don't have nearly the guest. Really, you and Eder are the 2 main players that I know about. So talk to me about – I know you could probably list the whole team, just maybe a couple girls offensively or defensively that, we need to know about.
For sure. Defensively, I'll definitely say Sophine. We just played Baylor last night. She played all 90 minutes of that. Fantastic job. She has – had a couple moments to showcase what she can do every single time she's knocked it out of the park, like unbelievably. As well, we have Jazz and Sid. They both have been playing for the past, sorry if my years are off, 1.5 years, 2 years, but they've been great for us. Attacking and defensively, I'll say Gabby Ceballos. I love playing with her. I think she's an incredible player. And I think she's so incredible because she puts in so much work offensively and defensively. And it's just, you want to work with her. You want to work for her. You just, I don't know. It just gives you something else to like kind of play for.
Oh yeah. We talk about that, Daniel, right? Like he'll tell you, like, he's not the biggest soccer fan, but when he does watch, we're rooting for the people who are giving 100%. And there's nothing better than somebody who's doing it on both sides of the ball. They make it, like you said, they're easy to play with.
Mm-hmm. Extremely. And me being a forward, I might not have as many moments defensively as she does, but like when I do have those moments, I'm like, all right, I see her going, like I gotta go. Like I have no reason not to.
Yeah, being physical and rough and being able to leave your feet and just playing like a gritty style of play, like on the defensive end, like you get my attention by doing that. Like the goal scoring is great, but it's the defensive stuff that I want to see.
Well, and he's starting to have an appreciation of it because I told him when I first started going to the games like 5-6 years ago, I said, this SEC women's soccer, I said, let me tell you something. The girls are way tougher than the boys. I said, it's getting crazy out here. And I've seen anything and everything. I mean, I've watched girls basically have a full-on wrestling match behind the referee's back. And I was like, there's no love between these teams in the SEC.
Mm-mm.
And Daniel, we can bring it up now. It's been a couple of years. I'd tell you, Ole Miss. As a matter of fact, y'all are coming to Ole Miss this season. That's the closest place for me. I'll be there. There is no fan base that I think gives it to Our Ladies worse. And we've had some altercations, obviously. Ramey's been a part of it. I hope y'all absolutely come into Oxford, give them business. They need it. And the last couple times, it's went their way. So if there's one that y'all need to get on the road, Ava, I need you to take care of that one.
For sure. Consider it done.
So go ahead.
Definitely do it. Just do us that favor. Take care of business there, please.
I got you.
It's crazy because I brought up the Memphis thing, Ava. Every time I go to Ole Miss, like maybe I should stop going, because when I root for the team to beat them, like, because Memphis did it too, and they ended up getting upset. And I'm like, every time I go here to root against Ole Miss, so Daniel, maybe I just shouldn't show up.
Dreaming.
But I'll be at the A&M game too, Daniel. That's the weekend where there's going to be volleyball, soccer, football, and baseball. So if you're watching this tomorrow on the run back, got to go there. It's in October. You'll be able to catch 4 different LSU sports. It's where it's at. But let me ask you, I brought up, which games were, big time for me, but for you, is there any games that you circle more than others? We talked about, the Alabamas and the Arkansas of the world. I know it's all business, but is there any team that you like to, personally, you would want to beat more than the others?
Florida. 100%.
That's a great answer, Daniel. We'll never have a problem with that.
I think everybody on our team feels that way.
Y'all have them at Florida or at home this year? I'm not looking at it.
I believe we have them at Florida, so we go there.
All right, had to go to their house and take care of it. Daniel, you're close to Florida. What do you think, man? Go root against the Gators. Can you do it?
I can always root against the Gators. That's easy.
We got to get Daniel to more soccer games. The problem is he's got two young daughters. It keeps him from going to many sporting events. But maybe we can get him to LSU, Florida, if it falls right.
For sure.
But the last question I got for you, just talking about this upcoming season, do y'all talk about, when you talk about the expectations, do you talk about what we were talking about with the first round exits and what the thing is, or is it as simple as we're winning a national championship? Because I know sometimes it's let's win the SEC, like it's step by step, or it can be game by game. But do y'all actually talk about the expectations for the entire season?
We do. I mean, like any team, we make goals for ourselves, in preseason, start of the season, each game. But something with Sean that she's actually tried to talk more to us about is our process goals. So, for example, like we had the beep tests last week, and it's a fitness test. Everyone freaks out about it. Like, you want to do well, you want to play. It's completely understandable. But she tries to put it in perspective to us of like, okay, obviously we want to pass, but what can we do like now that we're about to run it? And so it's simple things like our breathing, our turns, our pace. Like, instead of just flat out saying like, we need to pass, like, all right, obviously we need to pass. Like, everyone wants to pass, but how else can we focus on the little things that's going to lead us to the big end goal, which would be everyone passing, everybody playing type of thing. And I think that's what's really going to help us, because us saying we want to win SEC, we want to win NCAA is very obvious. Everybody wants to, but how are we going to do that? Because our team and everybody else's team is so different. So we have to have specific process goals for our team to make sure we can do that.
Yeah, and I expect, Coach Hudson obviously has gotten comfortable there with the program and the way it's built, and y'all are progressing every year. I do expect y'all to take that next step, and I looking at the schedule. I said I wasn't looking at it in the sense of I didn't know if y'all are at Florida, but I looked and I thought the schedule was something that sets up to where when we talk about getting home field, I think it's something that can definitely be done. And as far as the beep test, Ava, I'll tell you this. I'm glad that wasn't a thing back when me and Daniel played ball, because I ran it with my daughter a few times because she just finished up high school soccer 2 years ago, and the beep test wasn't for me, Daniel.
Let me tell you something. Working for a long time in schools, the pacer test is something they do all the time, every year, multiple times in a year. And I dominate kids, just dominate kids on the pacer test. And here's why. I just know what it's going to feel like, and I got it in me to make it feel bad. And these middle school kids just don't. They're just not built like that. So,
well, the problem for me on the beat test, Daniel, is when me and my daughter were running, I refused to let her beat me in any sprint. So I'm gassing myself out. So by the first 10, I'm already done. And the last thing I want to do is lose, like I said. So I just tap out when I can't breathe anymore. I'm like,
literally walk the first couple. Like,
I know, but I'm trying to make her tougher, man. I can't let her win. I got to win every single one.
We got to be tougher, not smarter. That's what you're saying?
Yes.
Come on, bro. All right, Ava, before we get you out of here, we're going to play a little game. You want to play a game?
Of course I do.
All right. So you've been to a mall, right? They still have those things. Like, you're young, they still have malls, right?
We do.
Okay, so in the mall, there's this area called the food court, correct?
Okay.
All right. Plenty of food options. You go in there, you can it's just like a plethora of whatever. You got chicken, you got pizza, you got Asian cuisine, you got dessert, you name it, they got it. So what we're going to do tonight is I'm going to give you, there's 4 categories: burgers, chicken, ice cream, and then a miscellaneous. And you're going to pick in each category one option of the categories, but you only have $15 to spend, and each option in the category is either $1, $2, $3, or $4.
Okay.
You're building your perfect food court based upon your money and what your options are.
So I'll give you the categories. You tell me where you want to start. There's option 1 is burgers. Option 2 is chicken. Option 3 is ice cream. And then option 4 is miscellaneous.
Okay. I'm going to go. Am I picking like companies, or I'm just picking types of food?
I'm going to give you the companies and how much they're worth. And you have $15 to spend on.
So what's most important to you is which category you want to go first.
Okay. I'll go with miscellaneous.
Oh, I like it. All right. So in the miscellaneous category, for $1, you have Subway. For $2, you have Pizza Place.
I went ahead and did Pizza Place because there's so many options. I felt like
there is.
You want to do it. So
I thought this was like last night, where like you're picking like places relevant to the. No. I thought Pizza Place was. So in my head,
so the guest last night, that was 2 nights ago. Daniel, he didn't know what the most famous ice cream place was in Houston, so it was a mess up by me.
All right, so you got $1 for Subway, $2 for just a local pizza place, whatever comes to mind, $3 for Smoothie King, and $4 for Chipotle. So definitely
Chipotle.
All right, $4. All right, so you have $15 to spend. You got 3 categories, and you got $11 left.
All right, we can do it.
You got a Chipotle. All right, where are we going next? Burgers, chicken, or ice cream?
Chicken.
All right. For $1, you get Popeyes. For $2, you get a Zaxby's. For $3, you get a Chick-fil-A. And for $4, you get Raising Cane's.
I would do Cane's, but I'm already spending a lot of money, so I'm going to go Popeyes.
Got $11, but Popeyes ain't bad. Let me tell you something. Popeyes.
Mashed potatoes and gravy, those.
I feel like Popeyes for $1 is a steal.
Mm-hmm.
The guest last night or Monday, we were just talking about, offended Daniel when he took Zaxby's.
I told him, I was like, man, you might as well go ahead and pick another restaurant, because that Zaxby's ain't gonna last long there. You have vacancy quick.
They actually finally put a Cane's here, Daniel. The problem is they put it like in the worst possible spot. It's like wedged in between the Walmart, the Chick-fil-A, like worst traffic spot. So if you're going to go there, you better be ready to carve out an hour type deal.
I mean, they have a Cane's here, but it's out in Clearwater, which is like 40 minutes away. And
the cane sauce is the biggest thing. Love the sauce.
All right, so you got $10 so far in the miscellaneous. You got a Chipotle in your food court. You got a chicken place, Popeyes in your food court. Where do you want to go next, burger or ice cream?
I'm not a big burger person, but we'll go burgers.
All right. For $1, you got Wendy's. For $2, you got Mickey D's. For $3, you got Whataburger. And for $4, you got a Five Guys.
Five Guys.
Yeah, I mean, for somebody who really wanted to spend $4 on Cane's, you opted out of it and went with the $1 for Popeyes. But then you said you weren't a big burger fan, but you went expensive.
I don't like it that much, so I got to make sure that it's top notch.
But you're about the people. You're giving the people what they want in your food court.
Exactly.
I like it. All right, $6 left, one category, and I know what I would do.
Okay.
So I'm just going to see how this plays out. So obviously we got ice cream left. For $1, you got Dairy Queen. For $2, you got a Sonic. For $3, you got Baskin Robbins. And for $4, you got a Cold Stone. $6.
Can I take 2 or just 1?
Absolutely.
Wow.
See, that's what I was hoping you would do.
That was the interesting decision by her choosing miscellaneous first, because usually they'll go miscellaneous last, giving them 2 miscellaneous, but now she's going 2 desserts.
Perfect. This is actually perfect for me. I'm gonna go Cold Stone and Dairy Queen. Can I explain?
Absolutely.
All right, Dairy Queen. I grew up with that. With my dad used to take my brother and I, so that's a nice little family memory for us. And then my favorite dessert is sorbets, lemon sorbet to be specific. And Cold Stone sometimes carries that, so I can head there if I want a sorbet instead of ice cream.
There you go.
It's an interesting choice.
I like it. I mean, she knows what she wants.
I mean, so like sorbet, like I feel like it's got to be like the right time of year, the right temperature. Like it's not an everyday dessert.
You know, what was that thing you took me to in Florida that was ice cream and shaved ice?
That was
it was definitely different though. I've never had the mixture of the two.
I was about to say Jerry Snow Cones, but it ain't Jerry's. It's like, I don't know, Jeremiah's. That's what it is.
Have you ever had that before, Ava? It was good. It was different. I never had it prior to that.
I'm pretty sure it's the shaved ice.
Yeah,
they have one close here. It's like 5 minutes off campus, I think.
It's pretty legit.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's give the rundown. So for burgers, you got Five Guys. For chicken, you got Popeyes. For miscellaneous, you got a Chipotle. But for the big win, you go with two dessert options: Dairy Queen, Cold Stone. Can't beat them. Ava, like, that's a pretty solid food court, if I might add.
Thank you.
Yeah, it definitely did better than our guest the other day. My question for you that I got to ask, Ava, because we had a conversation last night. Our other host is actually named Ava. Anyway, and we were talking to Daniel, and we were talking about the Torchy's Tacos that is on campus. Is Torchy's overrated?
Yes.
Oh,
Bang.
That hurt my heart. So it's 3-1. See, I actually like Torchy's. Me and my son, we usually get it quite often, and so now it's 3 people said it's overrated, and I'm all by myself.
It's okay.
She said she'd much rather have the pizza.
If you like it, you gotta own it.
So what?
If you like it, you own it. No, there's no issue with that.
She said she'd much rather have the pizza place next door.
Oh,
I'm
still.
I'm the king of having hot takes, and not even. I've never even tried.
No, he's got the worst because he thinks Buc-ee's is overrated too.
Buc-ee's is overrated.
For real?
No.
Okay. Have you had the brisket sandwich?
No, I've never even been to a Buc-ee's, but I've heard enough of this Buc-ee's.
Come, you gotta at least try it before we start talking crazy.
Look, Daniel, I actually saw
Star Trek overrated. Rom-coms overrated.
Stop it.
Buc-ee's overrated.
Daniel, I sent you a thing the other day. I thought of you. It said the 4 ways that Buc-ee's traps you and takes all your money. And the first one was the smell of the food, right? And the brisket was on the list. And then the second was cheap gas. So it's all these ways to get you in so you'll spend more money than you had planned on doing. But I'm fine with the experience. My son took his first date. He took a girl last year, 12 years old, to Buc-ee's, and they walked around for 30 minutes. What a way to do it.
Respect.
I mean, that's...
Ava knows this because you haven't been in one. You can get anything you want. You can hit appetizers, you get entrees, you can hit the desserts, and then you can go shopping too. Like, you can do it all day.
It's never just a quick gas station run. It's an experience. You gotta do it at least once.
You know, going to the bathroom, that's an experience. That's what I would equate going
They
to
got
Buc-ee's.
clean bathrooms. That's all you need to know.
That's my point.
Also
Like,
plus.
True. They probably got showers. They're probably like
You're starting to have breakup in connection because even the internet doesn't appreciate you talking bad about Buc-ee's.
Like, I mean, it knows me. It's like, all right, it's time to go. You're starting to talk about Buc-ee's.
So Daniel, I know what we're going to do now. You need to go see more LSU soccer games. So you're going to travel to meet me. We're going to make sure you're going to a destination where you're going to cross a Buc-ee's. We're going to take care of a 2-for-1 special. We're going to lock it up. As a matter of fact, I know the destination. Don't tell me no. You're going to drive to Auburn because you will pass one there. They play at Auburn. I remember looking at the schedule. See you there. Don't even tell me no.
That's a perfect weekend. That's a perfect weekend.
See there?
In what world is going to Auburn, Alabama a perfect weekend?
Coming to watch us win. That's
exactly
true. But I almost would rather just keep on driving, hook a left, and go to Baton Rouge and see you play there. If I'm gonna,
that's acceptable. Either one, whichever one you want to do.
I do know we live in a world now where we're blessed enough to see all the games on the SEC Network Plus, to where you can just pull them up at the app at minimal. It used to not always be that easy.
Mm-hmm.
It's true, because these days I don't get much TV. I can get a phone. That's what I can watch stuff on, because my kids take over everything. So
the best is when you watch one on your phone while you're at a game and you get it 2-for-1. I do that quite often.
Then you get the slow-mos.
I cannot do that. I just don't have it in me. Like, I can't process what's going on live and what's going on the phone at the same time.
I get that. I would like it for the replays though.
Yeah,
because they do a lot more replays, and the comments are they're fun.
I can check scores and stuff, but I can't watch a full game.
Well, I'll tell you this, Daniel. When I was talking about the LSU experience. I've only been to so many stadiums. When I went to Alabama, it was packed. But I tell you, when you go to Memphis games regular, there's nobody there. Like, there's 50 people there. You go to LSU. I've never went to an LSU game and there was a down crowd ever. Like, always full.
Hey, that's why it's one of the best places in college sports.
Mississippi State gets great crowds. The problem is they have like one little section of bleachers. You have to sit on the hill. Anyway, like, and I ain't trying to sound like prissy, but I ain't trying to sit in the grass on the dirty hill. I'm trying to sit in the seats
for 90 minutes too. That's
better get you a cushion. All right, Ava, we'll let you get out of here. Appreciate your time. Anything you want to plug or promote before you bounce?
No, just plug our team, promote the school. Thank you guys so much for having me.
She's got some gear. She's lying to you, Dan. We'll see. I saw it. Yeah. She's got it with the influx or LSU. Go get your Ava Galligan gear.
For sure.
I mean, let me see. Where's this gear?
I could put you on a Hollister too. There's some shirts you guys could like.
There you go. Daniel needs some swag.
I mean, for real. Like, I just need swag in general. Like, it could be in the form of like actual like permeations of swag, or actual like clothes that make me swag or give me swag.
No, you make the clothes swag.
That's a good point. So you know what? I'll put on whatever and I got swag.
There you go.
Did you pull it up, Daniel?
I was going to. I'm trying to find it.
It's right there. Yeah, I'm gonna show it to you. Look, bam, get you that.
Let's see this.
Can't go wrong with that hoodie.
Never. That's what you got to get before you come.
Here we go. Now I'm gonna do it justice now. So let me bring it up here now.
You don't usually take this long. He's slacking.
Well, I had to find it. I had scrolled past it because I could only see at first, like in the thumbnail, I could only see her, and then once I opened it up, then I could see like there's clearly gear there. That's a nice hoodie. Let's go. Number 20. Let's rock it.
Here's the problem, Abe. If I buy the hoodie, all jokes aside, so here in 2 weeks when my daughter leaves to go to LSU, I'm going to go to look at my hoodie collection, and more than half will be gone. And then when I go to visit, she'll be wearing any one of them, and I'll be like, hey, can I have my clothes back? And she'll give me the whole, well, first I have nice hoodies, but also it helps her think of me and home, give me some lame excuse. It's like, no, you just steal my good stuff. So if I bought a new one, LSU soccer hoodie, she'd steal it.
I think it's just a rite of passage with parents. My brother does the same thing to my dad.
Kids these days.
Daniel, prepare yourself. His are young right now, but Daniel, prepare yourself. Lock all your good stuff away.
I mean, I don't have any good stuff.
It doesn't matter. They'll take it. It doesn't matter.
Man, this is not. It's not what I wanted to hear closing out this show. Well, Ava, we appreciate if there's anything we can do for you along the way, reach out, okay?
For sure. Thank you guys so much.
Absolutely. That is Ava Galligan, everybody. If you like hearing Ava's story, or you just like hearing us average Joes talk X's and O's, please like, share the podcast on Facebook. Head over to X retweet us, repost, quote tweet, do all the things that you do, but just be nice so that Jim can continue to be in that good headspace, because I like this headspace.
No arguments for like 6 months, man. This is
I like
it. Like in sobriety you get the chip or whatever. I need like something for the progress I'm making.
X. You need a Twitter X, just like the alphabets that you magnetize on the refrigerator.
Yeah,
we'll get you a bunch of those in the letter X.
Do you think I can make it through football season without arguing with anybody? I don't think so.
Not a chance.
Not a chance.
It's because baseball is over with right now. That's why you
True.
have less argument options. So we'll just leave it at that. But go to YouTube, like, subscribe, notifications. That way you're first to get new content when it's dropped. Jim, we had a great week, but next week we got some things going on.
We're staying LSU. We're going to be doing Christian Stanfield from LSU baseball. And we're lining up, per Ava's request, LSU dance team. So we're going to do 4 consecutive LSU episodes. So just buckle up, son. We're staying in Baton Rouge.
Man, I gotta go get my purple and gold out of the closet. Throw it on. I got one shirt. One shirt. I'll wear it.
I'll send you some more. Starting with the Ava hoodie. I got you.
All right, brother. It's been real. It's been a good week. We'll see everybody next week. As always, remember, strong body, sharp minds, grit and grind all the time. We're out.